Migration's PC as extension and create a view for games that we can select. Okay. Na 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 na. What up, Whitey? I hear that, man. I hear that. Yeah, type of storage cards. Use the type of storage context you're using. So I'm just picking back up exactly where I left off yesterday. Um, that is trying to get any framework to work with migrations, which we're going to need to create the database on boot. I'm going to try not to spend too much time on it because there's so much other stuff to do in order to get the release out. But we'll see. I can't wait for OTG Sports so I can stop corrupting my flash drive. What do you mean by that? Why is it corrupting? It shouldn't be corrupting. Wow, got it. Yeah, so by the weekend I'll be putting out a video on how to modify your. I'm not gonna say by the weekend. I'm gonna say sometime in the next few days. I'm gonna do a video on how to disable the current limiter without doing soldering, because apparently it's a higher barrier for a bunch of people. So I ordered some conductive ink um, to see if we can do it like that. Otherwise, I'm gonna do it like with a piece of tape and some tinfoil. That's all that's really needed. So um, okay. So I'm not sure how other people have gotten the OTG to work. I think that's Cyanic and Honey Lab and all those guys. BB-san. I actually really don't like the idea of OTG unless you're gonna have a Wi-Fi dongle. And BleemSync UI actually won't work unless you have a Wi-Fi dongle as well. So there's that. Because BleemSync UI is going to work over the over micro USB to your computer, and if that's taken up by OTG or flash drive or whatever, it's just not going to work unless you somehow get the powered um, hub to work on your front ports. I don't believe Cyanic has done anything with overclocking. At least I haven't heard anything from him on that, or if I have, I'd forgotten about it. Sign time. Yeah, it's gonna be an RNDAS connection to the computer. We need some sort of network connection. This is the same thing I did last night, so it should. I mean, it should work. I just don't know how to do this. Yeah, I mean, the issues are going to be a thing once the UI comes out. The issues are going to boil down to um, I can't get this running on my machine, and which already happens, so whatever. And why doesn't the UI do blank? So, but that's just kind of something that we're going to run into with having a bunch of people using it. I learned today that Orange Crush does not have any caffeine in it, which is not good. It tastes good. So he's in the. Right, this should be working. So we change our project to data. Um, .NET migrations add um, seed. This is gonna give me the same error as last night. I know it. I know it. It's gonna go through. It's gonna do its thing. Mm. Mm. Oh, cause I'm stupid. Cause I'm sitting. Yeah, I'm stupid. Let's try this. I have to be in the right project first. Build failed. Why did build fail? I have to remember to email Razer today. Because I told them that their mouse failed and they told me, oh, can you send us pictures and make sure that it's the scroll wheel that's broken? And we'll replace it if it's out of warranty, even though you've already bought 5 of these motherfucking things. Why did build fail? Is there like a verbose or something here? It's because of other projects in your solutions. If you have 2 projects of solution. Version conflict detected. That's what I'm looking for. Alright, let's try this. because we're referencing PlayStation Classic extension, which we don't need to do. Bum, ba, ba, bum. Okay, services shouldn't be referencing. There's no reason this should be referencing anything else. Yeah, no, don't do that. Well, it's good to know. That's something we will run into down the line. Gotta have your dependency set properly. Alright. I need a reference to there we go. That's what I need. Alright, now if we do this, warnings. No DB context is found in assembly Bleem sync. Okay, that's progress. Aha. Oh, that's annoying. Do I have to move all this shit now? Ugh. Oh, excuse me. That's annoying. Okay. I guess that's what we're gonna have to do. Instead of like doing something smart and like being able to have all of our data stuff inside of a separate project, we have to put it inside of the web application, which I don't necessarily like. I had to look up what Taiga was. No, it's not. Basically just through Discord and um Discord and GitHub. That's how we're managing it. We do have a GitLab, but I don't think it's being used to its full potential. Ah, shit. See, this is why I didn't want to do this. God damn it. This isn't gonna work. What, so can I not do migrations? Jesus. Yeah, that's great. Thanks for that, people. Jesus Christ. I'm not gonna put all my data stuff inside the web application. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It should be inside its own thing that we can include from other places and then use in other places, and then we can inherit BleemSync services in other places instead of having everything in one application. Yeah, so we don't do any project management. Um, if you have experience with that and would like to contribute, um, I think that would actually help quite a bit. Yeah, my work attempts to do agile. Um, but since there's only me and my boss is only spending a quarter of his time on development, it never really gets done. But yeah, I completely see the benefits. Um, sorry, I'm kind of going through my head on how this is gonna work. God, I don't like that. Don't like that. How else can we take the database context and pass that through to the other? Oh. Oh. Hmm. No. Ah, I see the problem. I see the issue. How do I solve that? Sorry, I'm kind of going through my brain right now and I'm trying to picture how this is going to work in the future. Because extensions need to be able to read the database. But if we do it through the surface level, then it's not that big of a deal. But then we have to have the extensions, we have to allow them access to the database. Or do we? It's completely possible that we don't. What if I said F extensions for database access, and then said instead, and something we'll look at later, and I'll just flex my own purposes right now and get rid of all this shit that I've been working on. And then I can just have a database context inside of data. I won't have to use abstractions. Does that make sense to do? It kind of does. Yeah, I'm gonna opt for that. This is gonna be a large change though. This is gonna be a large change. And it's kind of the 11th hour to be doing it, but if we want migrations, it's fuck. Hold on. This is a bigger an issue than I'm making it. Yeah, so I'm looking at, so BleemSync is built on an extensible framework where we can have, you can drop in other plugins and it can access the database, and it basically registers additional controllers for MVC. Um, and I'm just trying to get a handle on uh, yeah, I'm being dumb. Hold on, I gotta. Okay, abstractions, entities, we don't need this. We can get rid of this. We don't need that. Let's get rid of that. Burn it down. Burn it with fire. And then we're gonna go to. We gotta get some thinking music here. The database is a separate database from the one on the PlayStation Classic. Um, with the idea that BleemSync has an extension for the PlayStation Classic that handles all of the PlayStation Classic based stuff. So we have a service on BleemSync that handles all the game management stuff, or an interface um, that is defined by the web application. Then the extension actually implements that interface. So like when add game is called, the PlayStation Classic is going to do its own, sort of thing. It's going to put the games in a specific place. It's going to, do all that type of thing. But the issue is that we need extensions, the ability to access the database as they please. And having migrations makes that complicated. I think I can get it working. I just need to. Alright, we can figure this out. Alright, and the Sharp is still in the shed. Um, is that all we need to do? I believe so. I'm just being dumb is what it is. .ef migrations add seed v. Exit the path. Blank is denied. Come on. Windows. Windows. Properties. Security. Advanced. Change. Pat. Oh my lord. Windows, like, why? God. Yeah, no, it's and I don't know what it is. I was fucking Windows, man. That's all I have to say. Needlessly complicated sometimes. Like the administrator user should be like the equivalent of the root user, right? Or admin privileges anyway. I would think, maybe that's off base. Okay, that needs to stop. Restarting Windows Explorer always works, right? Oh, 7-zip. I find there is one difference between Windows and Linux, or any other Unix sort of environment. Windows works great for backwards compatibility and your day-to-day life, but when it breaks, it fucking breaks. Uh, Linux, on the other hand, is kind of a pain to work with on the day-to-day, especially if you need to like update packages and all that shit. But if it breaks, you can totally, completely fucking fix it. It might take you a couple days, but you can get it fixed. Mac OS is no compromise, in my opinion. That's fine. I mean, it is what it is. But I literally like it's just one of these things. Like I can't add a migration because God. I don't know. I don't agree with that statement of needing to reinstall. I've been on this install for 2 years now. literally done all of these steps. So I must not be doing something right. I would argue that's um, more of an OS 10 issue. I feel Windows suffers a lot from shit like having the inventory, or not the inventory, the registry. Why the fuck do you need a registry? The registry is essentially a SQL database with very cryptic names for everything. Um, and it's just dumb, and yet people still use it. Whereas OS 10 actually does something where it uses config files, which I agree is better. Um, Still not great though. Now click on the owner tab in the advanced security settings. Click on the edit button and select user. Why? Okay. Okay, it says I'm the owner. If I'm the owner of this directory and I have full control, why can't I delete it? Oh, no, I don't have any Android. Hey, what's Reddit say? Yeah, no, I don't have. I got some backup stuff running. I mean, that's, whoa. What's that stupid fucking built-in Windows piece of shit called? Windows Defender. Of course, you can't stop the process. You can't stop it. Why would you be able to? It's only a process that's installed on your computer that you have no control over. This is the type of thing that makes me mad. Is I understand wanting to protect the user and wanting to be safe, but you can't not let me disable things on my computer even if it breaks them. That's just stupid. It's just stupid, and there's no reason for it. Ah, god damn it. Service host. Get rid of that. What? What? No. So to disable Security Center, I have to shut down my computer? Oh yeah, the length thing. So cool thing with Windows, and that's the reason I brought up 7-zip. If you ever make a folder name that is longer than, or like if your pathing is longer than 256 levels deep or whatever the Windows limit is, you won't be able to delete that folder. And back when like Node.js actually like went that deep on Windows, you can never delete your Node modules folder. But if you open up 7-zip and you actually go and delete it from there or shift delete it from there, it will use its own process to go through and delete it, and it's not bound by Windows limitations then. And it's not a limitation of NTFS, it's a Windows limitation. It's completely fucking bonkers, and I don't understand it. Um, I'm gonna do a reboot. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Um, maybe it's something with the stupid fucking. I'm gonna lose all my tabs now, but whatever. Um, maybe it's one of those random Windows things where you have to reboot, like installing software. Rather, if you make like any registry change whatsoever, they tell you to reboot, which is stupid. So I'll see you in 2 to 3 minutes, maybe. I'm gonna get a drink at the same time.